Aha, bonjour, Ginoa, Minoa. Welcome back to Ojibwe Language Table with Wes Jourdain. This week we are on lesson number 17, Negating Basic Commands, part 1 from lesson number 15. So lesson 15, we showed you basic commands in Ojibwe, and we're going to show you today how to negate those basic commands. But before we get started, we always start with our self-introduction. Ani bonjour kinawia, Wes Jourdain indigenous cause, kitagabanesi indigo, magizi nindudem, misquagamiwi zagay gunning nindun jaba, binawa oga conning nindun jabagae, ga asanitsa cogninda. So again, self-introduction when we start. So when we get into negating basic Ojibwe commands, there's some rules that we have to follow, and these are them. We're going to go through them. So with verbs ending with a vowel, and a majority of the verbs that I used in our lesson 15 basic commands ended with the letter I, which is a vowel. We follow these rules right here, negating a command to one person. So let's pull Wisine, and we commanded one person Wisinin, but the verb is Wisine, and so what we do is we add gego, we add our verb Wisine, and we add cane to the end of that word, so it sounds like gego Wisinikain, gego Wisinikain to one person. Okay, negating a command to two or more people, gego Wisinikagon. Gego Wisinikagon, two people. And we said Wisinida. And what we want to do, how to negate that, negate to a let's command. Negating a let's command, we have gego plus our verb, Wisinida, Wisine. And then C comes back, we see C in here. And da is our let's. So it sounds like gego Wisinisida. Gego Wisinisida. Let's not eat. Okay, that's how that comes out to be. Let's not eat. And these are with verbs ending with a vowel. Okay, so getting into some verbs that end with the letter N. Negating a command to one person. So let's use the word Dagoshin. Okay, she or he arrives. She or he arrives, a verb that ends in N, Dagoshin. Negate a command to one person. So let's negate that command. Gego Dagoshingain. Gego Dagoshingain. Okay, don't arrive. Talking to one person. Next, we have negating a command to two or more persons. Gego and our verb plus gegon. Gego Dagoshingegon. Notice how that flows in there with that nasal N. Gego Dagoshingain. One person, Gego Dagoshingegon. Two people. And Dagoshinda, let's arrive. Negate that. We have Gego Dagoshinzida. Gego Dagoshinzida. Okay, let's not arrive. And those are ways that we, some of the rules that we follow when we use our command forms, telling one person or more people to, let's not do this, don't do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started with that. List the first 5 people or 5 commands that we worked with before. So we had bindigay is our verb, means she or he enters. And so we used when we negate that, our command turns into gego bindigay kane. Okay, gego bindigay kane, don't come in. And if we just said bindigain, that means come in to one person. But when we negate that to one person, we have gego bindigay kane, don't come in. Okay, Commanding that to two or more people, Gego bindige kegon. Gego bindige kegon. Use don't come in. Gego bindige kegon. Okay, use don't come in. And then our from our bindige da, we add this rule in here. Gego bindige si da. Gego bindige si da. Let's not come in or let's not enter. Okay, Gego bindige si da. And you see our patterns. Here we have Gego, and singular is to one person, Kane. To two or more people, Kegon. Gego Sida is our rule for this one, for being the gay. So let's move on to our next one. If you remember from lesson 15, we used Namadabe. Here he sits. Namadabin was the command to one person. Here we have Gego Namadabe Kane. Gego Namadabe Kane. Don't sit down. Gego Namadabe Kane. Don't sit down. Gego Namadabe Kegon. Use don't sit down. More than one, plural. Gego Namadabe Kegon. Use don't sit down. And the third negation we have here is Gego Namadabe Sida. Gego Namadabe Sida. And there's our pattern. Gego Sida to tell people let's not sit down. Okay, Gego Namadabe Sida. Moving on, we have Wisine. Here he eats. Command form to one person was Wisinin. Right here we go, one person. Gego Wisinikain. Gego Wisinikain. Don't eat. Okay, maybe you gotta say the prayer first and you tell one person, Gego Wisinikain, don't eat. Or if you're telling more than one person, you would say, Gego Wisinikagon. Use don't eat. Gego Wisinikagon. Use don't eat. And let's not eat. Gego Wisinisida. Gego Wisinisida. Let's not eat. Okay, so that's our negated form for Wisine. Next we have Buzzigui. Here he stands up. Command one person to stand up. We have Gego, or we had Buzziguin. In negated form, it sounds like Gego Buzziguikane. Gego Buzziguikane. Don't stand up. Okay, moving on, two or more people to tell. Gego Buzziguikegon. Gego Buzziguikegon. Use don't stand up. And our third negation we have here is let's. Gego Buzziguisida. Gego Buzziguisida. Let's not stand up. All right, so here we go, moving on. I think this is our last one, our fifth one. We have Bimose is our verb. Here he walks. Bimosein was to command one person. To negate that, we have Gego Bimosekain. Gego Bimosekain. Don't walk. Okay, our next one we have is Gego Bimosekegon. Gego Bimosekegon. Use don't walk. Okay, telling more than one person the command for them not to walk. Gego Bimosekegon. Use don't walk. And our last one we have is Gego Bimose Sida. Gego Bimose Sida. Let's not walk. Okay, maybe we're all running and we want to encourage our fellow runners, you know, Gego Bimose Sida, let's not walk. Okay, let's not do that. Don't walk. All of you, let's not do it. Okay, so those are our 5 verbs that we use in lesson number 15, and those are negated here in 17. And that's all I have for today. Miigwech bizendawig minawa miigwechki kanawaba namek. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Gigawaba min inim minawa. So gigawaba min inim is our plural to use. And then we have minawa. So thank you all for joining here today. And I'll see you guys again for our next lesson.